Hi class, it's Desi. I am in charge of homework number 2, question 11A, and I'm hoping that someone can explain a little bit more to me because I didn't understand a whole lot, and as you'll see, I didn't get the answer right. So let me share the screen for our homework. So here we are given the comparative balance sheet for the Bonita Industries as of December 31st, and we're supposed to fill out a statement of cash flows. Now, at the beginning, I do understand this part where we have 2 years, 2017 and 2016, and these are the assets, these are the liabilities and stockholder equities, and to figure out the values that we're supposed to put in, we will take the 2017 year and subtract the 2016 year and see the change or the increase or decrease in each value. And when we start out, we have additional information down here at the bottom, and we just plug in all of the values as we go. So we'll start out cash flow from operating activities, net income, and the net income we see is given up here in our additional information. And then down below, when we fill in all these assets, we have to remember that they are inverse. So when the asset balances go down, that has an inverse relationship with cash, meaning that the cash goes up. And when assets go up, cash goes down. And that's opposite relationship for the liabilities. When their balances go up, when their balances go up, cash goes up. And when they go down, cash goes down. So when we are finding out the change or the increase or decrease, we have to remember that they are opposite. So for example, in the inventory section here, from 2016 to 2017, our inventory increased. And because it increased, we will go down here and plug in our inventory value. So increase in inventory. But because it increased, this value, our cash value for that, will be a negative value. And then everything else up top, they are depreciation. We lost value of them, so they're going to be a positive number in the asset section. Now, when we go down and do the stockholders' equity and the liability sections, for example, the sale of equipment. Oh no, that's not a good one. We would put in the same thing. So when we have a negative number in the liability section, like a decrease, those are also going to be decreased in the liability section. So the part that I was confused on, or I wasn't able to help you on, was I could plug in all these numbers, but in the example that they gave us in our required course studies, didn't have these extra little things that confused me. So for example, down below, equipment was purchased for $109,020 in cash, but in addition, equipment costing $26.70 with a book value of $11,850 was sold for cash of $9,480. And I didn't know how to calculate the difference between what is going for the equipment, or what's responsible for these numbers. I didn't know what they equaled. But before I end, I also forgot for the land, the sale of land, which clearly I got that wrong too, but you'd go back up top and take the difference between your land values, and that shows you the appreciation or the depreciation of your land. So it tells you how much you have and how much you don't have with the over the course of time. But if anybody has any tips or tricks or explanations of what I got wrong or how I got it wrong or what I was supposed to fill in, that'd be great. Clearly, these the net cash and the net increase in cash and the cash at the end of the period were wrong because these two values, the sale of land and the purchase of equipment, were wrong. And real quick, just in case anybody is not understanding where I got this cash at the beginning of the period from, that's the very first cash number in the 2016 year. So hopefully what I have was helpful, and maybe again someone can help me out since I'm so lost. Thanks. Have a good night.